Hello crafty friends, welcome to today's background busting video. Today we're going to tackle 3 more of the backgrounds that I made in my 25 ways with watercolour pencils video at the start of the month. And I've chosen the pinky purpley bluey backgrounds for today. And I'm going to do a similar thing to last time. I'm going to line up my patterned panels with another panel of card. Both of these are being cut to size with the same stitched edged rectangle die, and this is just low tack masking paper. This time though, instead of cutting my panels with my guillotine, I'm going to use these wavy border dies. And I'm going to take this border die here so that it kind of cuts through lots of the circles. Hold it in place again. This one I think I will have stretching from top to bottom like that, and this one will just run up and down, I think, maybe, or no, I think we'll do the same again, just sort of diagonalize it a bit. Right, I shall cut those and then come back to you. So this one, the straight line has cut fine through both. This one has cut through fine on the top layer, but it hasn't cut the bottom layer. But the beauty of this is it's left an impression, so I can just lock that into place and tape it down. And I suspect this one is very similar. This has got texture paste on it, so it's super duper extra thick. This has embossed the texture paste on there. I don't know if you can see that, but there's indentations where the texture paste has been pushed into there, which is quite interesting. This should still lock into place. And I'll just cut those two again. So now we've got everything cut, I'm going to assemble my cards. All you need to do is flip them over, lock them into place and put some tape on the back. So from 3 card panels, we've now got the potential for 6 cards, and they've all got some nice white space. I've decided to give these panels a black matte. I think it's going to really help these pretty pastel colours pop. Right, I have mounted all the backgrounds onto some black, and these I've mounted onto white card blanks and given them a little white border around the outside. And these I've mounted on black and then mounted on white card blanks, but I've not left a border at all, so they're black right to the edge. And I think I'll leave these landscape because they're giving me seaside vibes. I've selected 3 doily type dies, and I'm going to cut 2 of each out of black, because I think I need to bring some black from the edge to the inside, and having doilies with little holes in will make it not too heavy. Before I cut these though, I'm going to put double-sided sticky on the back of my black card. It'll just make it easier to stick them down. And I will put some baking parchment between the doilies and the card, and that way the die cut should pop out more easily. And I've got a scrap of card to act as a shim. Right, I've got most of the little bits out now, and I'm going to put my acetate grid on here and have a look for the best place to put my little circle. So I can put it on the bottom intersection here. I could put it there, I quite like the look of that. Bang in the middle might be interesting. Or maybe there, I'm thinking there, because it's in the middle in that direction, but it's on the top third in that direction, and it's surrounded by this ocean of colour. So I rather like that there. Top tip with these little intricate die cuts with double-sided sticky on the back is don't take the release paper off until you've taken out all the little bits, otherwise you'll get into a pickle with everything sticking everywhere. And we could put that there, will look quite nice. That there would also look nice. You could put it on the intersection in the white area. I quite like the idea of having it across. So I'm thinking there maybe. Right, I'm going to stick this down and then take out all the little bits because this one's a little bit of a pickle. So let's put that on there like that. We could put that there. I think that would look really nice bang on that 1/3. Now I'm wondering about here. Yeah. So it crosses onto that bit a little bit but doesn't cover up too much of this. This one could go there, could go there. I think about there will do. Yep, liking that. Oh, that's gone landscape. I was planning on making that one vertical. So I think actually I'll move that one a little bit. There. I think bang in the middle on this one. Right, I'll be back when I've picked out all the little bits. So I'm going to work on this card and finish this card, and then I'm going to do exactly the same process to the other cards, and I'll show you those at the end. I've cut out some banners using this double fishtail stitch die, and I'm going to pop this one on here, bang, in the middle, and get it straight. For my focal point, I've chosen this die and I've cut it with matte gold cardstock for a bit of bling. And I'm going to use my glue dotter to add a little bit of glue to the back. And that is going to sit on there like that, over to the left. And for my sentiment, I've got a little stamp that says thanks, and I'm going to squeeze that onto the banner there at the end and stamp it in black. I'm not entirely happy with that. I think it's a bit too squished, so I'm going to change my mind. And now I've got a thank you stamp, so it's slightly longer than the thanks. I'm going to stamp it onto some of the same white card I used for the background and the banner, but I'm stamping it on the back because it's slightly smoother, so we'll take the stamping a little better. And I'm going to cut that with the same die I used for the banner. I am going to shorten the banner. I don't need the whole length of it. So I've just shuffled the die along the die cut, locked the teeth into place, and actually I don't need to put the whole thing through. I'm just going to pop the end. So now I've got a little thank you, and that can sit over there, slightly offset. I think down a bit. There we go. I think I saved that. And I've used this wobbly circle die to die cut out some wobbly circles from the same matte gold that I used for my branch. And I've put some matte gel medium around and about the place. And I can pick up my little wobbly circles and dot them about. And I can carefully use a damp baby wipe just to kind of press those circles down and pick up any glue that's squirted out the side. And I think one last thing, it's just a few black dots to get the black to move around a bit. Yeah, I like that. Right, so as promised, here are the other cards. This is the one I've just made, and this is the one that I made with the other part of this background. So there's more white space on this one. I used the same black doily, the same branch and the same stamp, but instead of adding it here, I put it up here. So as well as this kind of diagonal, you've got this diagonal going on. And here we have the other two pinky purple cards. I used the same doily die for these, and then I used this kind of cow parsley-esque floral die, and I used the same thank you and stamped it on the banner. And I do like this swoop. I like the vertical lines and the softer swoop. And here we have the two that I said reminded me of the sea. I used the same doily die. I think it's meant to be a dream catcher for both of these. And the same branch die, and it kind of reminded me of seaweed a bit, so that's why I chose this one. Again, the same thank you stamp and the same banner, but we've just got everything in a slightly different position. Right, so there we go. That's 3 backgrounds busted, 6 cards made, all thank you cards. I think they'd either make a nice set to give as a gift, or they might make a nice set of cards to send as a thank you for maybe a specific occasion. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video and it's given you a bunch of ideas that you can apply to your own card making. If it has, do let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and I will see you back here very soon for another video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.